Being inducted today into the New Hampshire Legends Hockey Hall of Fame, Fred Quistgard. And Fred, first of all, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Where are you from originally?
Originally New Jersey, but as I'll say in my speech, New Hampshire hockey got me hooked while I was still a teenager in New Jersey. The local public TV station broadcasted Charlie Holt's UNH Wildcats games, and I was a non-athletic, nerdy kid at the time, but I watched Cap Raider play for the Wildcats, and I want to be a goalie, and it just hit me like lightning bolt.
Always wanted to be a goalie. And when did that start? When's the first time you strapped on all the goalie equipment?
It was pretty much the summer before my junior year in high school, so I didn't start till I was around 15. And I remember just going to, my high school didn't have a hockey team at the time. I had to find a travel team to play on.
Yeah.
But I remember just going to study halls with Jacques Plant's book on goaltending and Tony Esposito's book on goaltending, and just memorizing everything and learning how to be analytical, because I knew I started so late compared to people that had been born with skates on, that I had, if I was going to play competitively, I had to learn how to play catch up with some knowledge.
And then you went on to New Hampshire College, now Southern New Hampshire University. And who did you play for there?
Rob Grable.
Boy.
And Rene Leclerc and Peter Thompson.
That must have been a couple few crazy years, huh?
Oh yeah, he was
Rob Grable.
Yeah, he was a great personality. And then I wound up coaching with him there after I graduated. And my first, basically the outdoor Crystal Palace rink.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where I ran my first Fred Quistgard goalie clinics, and. One of my first students was 10-year-old Brian Foster, who's now in the New Hampshire Legends of Hockey Hall of Fame and had a great career. But I remember being his goalie coach when he was 10, and then seeing how talented he was and how good he was going to be.
Folks, you won't believe this. You've been, instructing goaltenders, coaching goaltenders now for almost a half century.
I know, it's crazy.
How does that happen?
I just don't know. It's just because I started so late. I had an analytical mind. Like before New Hampshire College, I went to a community college in New Jersey that had a hockey team, and I was cut my first year, so I got a job in the rink. Slept on the stretcher in the first aid room. Got shot at after the rentals were done at midnight. Things like that to get better. And again, because I started late and had to learn so much, that even before I made the college team the next year, all these local high school goalies heard that I was analytical, and they were like, "Can you come to my games and watch me and tell me what I'm doing wrong?" And I had notebooks, and I was taking notes, and then it just kept on snowballing.
So that's how the coaching aspect started, huh?
Yeah. While I was still in college.
But when you were playing at New Hampshire College, in your early years there, did you ever think you'd be a goalie coach?
Yeah, I still remember my minister's wife. We were talking one day, and back then I was a Rangers fan. Now I'm a Bruins fan. But back then she's like, "You want to play for the Rangers someday?" I was like, "No, I want to coach the goalies on the Rangers someday."
There you go.
And so I'm doing the Bruins, which is Bruins farm team, which is basically my childhood dream come true.
Right, the Maine Mariners, affiliated with the Boston Bruins in the ECHL, and you've developed some goaltenders that have gone on to Providence and beyond.
Yeah, it's just really neat to work with goalies at that level, but they trust my knowledge is going to help them to move forward in their career, and that's really special.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be very rewarding. I know you've been a head coach at the college level as well.
Yeah, it was fun. I did it at Bowdoin with the women's team and Union College at the women's team. Associate head coach for the men at Southern New Hampshire and things like that. But ultimately, my passion is still the goalie world. Yeah. Being in that's my happy place.
And you're still doing it.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
And I think it keeps you young. Like I had a funny thing when I was coming out of the rink with the Maine Mariners one day. One of my neighbors happened to be going in for public skating, and he goes, "Boy, those guys look really young." I was like, they do? Because I'm just so, every season is just another season. I'm so used to being around the same people.
Yeah, I know.
So I know I'm getting older, but they're saying
to me they look younger every year too. But that is terrific to do something that you love. Is not like working at all, right?
No, it's a blessing. It's just like a lot of people just say you're living your best life, and I'm like, yeah, I really am. To work hard and not have a traditional background in hockey, to not be in a natural hockey community, but yet to still achieve things through hard work and through great mentors over the years that took me under their wing. That makes a huge difference.
So you with the Mariners on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, pretty much 7 days a week if they're home, and then if they're on the road, I have a subscription for Flow Hockey. I just watch on my TV at home and text them after the game.
So you don't do the bus rides, huh?
No, I'm not going to Trois Rivières and all these other crazy places in a crowded bus. No, I'll take my recliner with the TV.
You got the best of life right there.
Yeah.
Do the home games and watch them on the road.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And what about how are the goaltenders upcoming in the Bruins system right now?
They're pretty stacked. I mean, Brandon Bussey and Mike DiPietro at Providence, I both worked with at Maine, and they were competing for the backup job. They're probably not quite ready yet, but they're close. And then I've got a Notre Dame goalie right now, and a kid that played with the Flyers American Hockey League team. Both, great goalies, but also really fun to talk with. Like they've been like sponges with me, like asking questions and applying to what we're talking about. So it's been rewarding. It's not like butting heads or anything. They're really, really good. So they're pretty deep right now, as long as everybody stays healthy.
That's good to know as a Bruins fan. And so who are some of the best you worked with over the years?
I mean, like I go back to Brian Foster when he was a young kid. I could tell he was special. It just depended on how much he stayed with the game over the years.
Right.
But that was pretty cool. But I think probably for one of the best, the couple of best goalies have been Brandon Bussey and Mike DiPietro because they're NHL skill level.
Right.
But the funny thing is, it's just the simple things that they're looking to add to their game. Like Mike DiPietro, when he was with us 2 years ago, he's a smaller guy for NHL purposes. He's 6 foot, not 6'5". Great skater, but they wanted him to play bigger, not be as athletic. And also, he didn't like to handle the puck, and I worked on handling the puck. He had one call-up that year to Providence. He stopped 35 out of 37 and was handling the puck perfectly, and that got him a new contract. So that one window of opportunity that he had, he made the best of it. But the skill set in those guys is really high, and I've had a lot of great Division I college goalies, Division III college goalies, prep school goalies that went on to play Division I. I mean, a whole bunch fall into that category. But I think to work, and then with John Gillies too, he briefly came with us with the Mariners before he got back to the NHL. But to see the skill level of those guys up close, and to see the work that they put in and the dedication they have to their craft, that's pretty neat.
How important is skating to the skill set of a goaltender?
It's huge because it's not skating rings around people. It's short bursts to be able to keep your balance, to keep your whole body square. And it's just be very powerful, especially with the game being as fast as it is east-west now, that if you can't keep up, you're going to get eaten alive. So skating is huge.
I think there are some people out there who think, well, they're goaltenders. They couldn't skate very well, but they became goaltenders. But that certainly is not the case.
No, that was back in the day. That's where people wound up in there. But even then, I think that was a little bit of a misnomer because you really had to get from point A to point B without looking like Charlie Brown in the pitcher's mound, everything going a million directions.
Well, congratulations, Fred Quistgard. You have been a mentor to so many over the years, almost 50 years. I can't believe that. You must have started when you were 9.
Yeah, I kid people about that, but it is what it is.
But congratulations and welcome to the New Hampshire Legends of Hockey Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.